Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. H-Town, Texas, we outside with it. Y'all know how we do. We in the lot tonight. Come in, get active, get in the comments. I know how we doing, man. Let a few people get up in here and things like that there. Welcome to the Vibe stream, not the live stream. Studio 56 podcast on the way back, man. Bro, I just been burnt out. I've been tired. I ain't been able to get it together. This week I've been under the weather a lot. I've been sick. So I don't even want to go around the guys this week. Last week, I nigga just couldn't get his mind right. And we gonna have it coming though, man. Next week we on point. We gonna end this year off right. Studio 56 podcast. Wintertime grind is going down. We gonna have it for y'all, man. So get ready for it. Shout out to my guys, Pookie. Shout out to my boy Twan. Studio 56 podcast coming back in real effect. Football season jumping, so you know Twan gonna have the sports on lock. Y'all know how we do, man. We just spilling the real quick. We ain't gonna do too much tonight. We gonna go through some stuff though. We got some things to cover. But most definitely y'all tap in. We ain't tripping off the donations. We just need the participation. Good Monday night. Won my fantasy game this week. I think I'm now, what is this, week 3 or is this week 4? And what week is this? Yeah, this is week 4, that quick. This is week 4, huh? I think I'm 2-2 on fantasy now. This week 4? Jesus, what am I? Yeah, this was week 4. I'm 2-2 on fantasy now. First week, I thought I had it won. Ended up losing on Monday night. Same thing with the second week. I had it sold up, and then the last person they had playing came in and stole the show. Yeah, they got smacked, man. They got smacked. The Seahawks got smacked, but they ain't just go down, bro. They ain't just go down on no sucker type time. They play ball, though. Seahawks play ball. Y'all see Smith out there? Y'all counted Smith out, man. That nigga in Seattle slanging that pig skin. Pause. Now, shout out to the Seahawks, man. Let's get to it. Turn it up. I ain't really got one, Quincy. I ain't really got one. Let's get active. Let's turn it up, man. What do we have go on today that was big? What do we have go on today that was like anything major? Anything major happening? Shout out to Baltimore, man. Yeah, but I caught that game last night, G-man. They showed up. Baltimore showed up. Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they're going crazy. I like how he be focused, man. I like how he focused, and he said he let niggas know today, man, y'all parlays and all them other things, it's not my concern, nigga. I'm trying to get a championship. I felt that. He said, nigga, if I get 50 yards and we get a win, nigga, that's what it's about. He a real good team leader, bro. That's what it take. That nigga told old boy to cut that live off on the plane. Old boy came to the plane and live on the live. That nigga Lamar said, hold on, nigga. Nigga, we ain't got no winning record yet, nigga. Like, what you doing on live, nigga? Get off that live, man. Nah, shout out to the Ravens. Hey, it's crazy because, like, when you see the Ravens play, and they always been like that, you know, Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh, and things like that. The Harbaugh brothers, really, but just having Harbaugh there, even when, like, Ray Lewis and them was there, bro, like, you just see them black helmets, nigga, and especially now when they put on the black jersey, nigga, it just looked like you in that pit. It looked like you in that pit, man. It looked like you in that pit when you playing them Ravens, especially if you gonna have to go to Baltimore one week. If you gotta go to Baltimore and play them niggas, it's gonna feel like you in a pit of birds just trying to yank things down, man. But we got some good football. I'm loving the season. Playoffs start tomorrow. Astros have Detroit Tigers, I want to say. If I'm not mistaken, we got Detroit Tigers. MLB playoffs start tomorrow, man. We outside. It's nighttime out here. Shout out to Baltimore, man. We rock with Baltimore. Let's turn it up, though. We think we got enough people up in here. We got enough people up in here yet. We're going to give it a little bit longer. Y'all turn it up. Shout out to everybody at work tonight. I appreciate y'all support. We got a lot of people with overnight shifts. We got people at the gas stations listening. We got people stocking in the warehouses listening. We got people at restaurants in the kitchen listening. We got people just all over, bro, just supporting and listening to this platform. And that stuff will never go unnoticed and unappreciated. People come up to me all the time and tell me this is what they listen to. Shout out to my nurses. Shout out to my people at the hospitals. They be listening while they get through their shift. Or they just be taking them whenever they go on their breaks. They be checking in to see what I done dropped. Different warehouse companies, different machine shops, different machinists. We got a gang of truck drivers that be listening. Forklift drivers. And for my people that drive trucks long distance, man, we got that Studio 56 podcast coming back to y'all. That be their little pet peeve because with the shorter videos, they don't have time to listen to nobody talk. So they like these longer forms of content like podcasts. Not the time. They don't have time to keep changing videos. And I got personal homies that drive trucks. So they be telling me like, man, it be hard sometimes. They can't be on the road driving and searching and looking for videos and things like that. So we're going to work on getting that podcast back rolling so boys can get them a good 2 hours just straight listening to us chopping it up and things like that, man. Y'all turn it up, man. We got enough people up in here now. Let's get started with it. Hopefully everybody having a blessed day. If you're not, hold your head up, man. It's going to be all right. We want to educate. We want to raise awareness. We want to get better. I did hit the track today. Kind of messed it up on the eating side, but I did hit the track today. Got some sweating in. Hey, it was a nigga out there today, bro. That nigga came out there with his own setup real quick. That nigga was hitting the pull-ups like nothing. You know what I'm saying? I, of course, still did my 50 push-ups, my back dips. Then I came back, did like another 50 later on in the day. I'm going to do another about whatever I could burn out on tonight with the push-ups. I got my back dips in, so I burnt out on that. I just did them till I burnt out. But Dawg pulled up his own like bars that he set on either side of him. He pulled it out his trunk. This nigga had his own like thing, like he set his own thing up and did his pull like back things up on there pull up wise. Was doing them. Got up there, did the pull ups on the bar, and then he went to like the little kid pull up bar machine, and he put this little thing on his back to keep him from like being able to lift, to like put weight on him. And he doing push-ups on that, leaning back, fighting the little strap and lifting up. I said, oh, this nigga different. This nigga was different today. I said, man, that nigga had change of shoes out there for the workouts. Like he got into these shoes for this workout, these shoes for that workout. I said, oh, nah, this nigga here strong as hell. Nah, that nigga was working, nigga. I said, yeah. Yeah, bro, that nigga was going crazy. Salute to him, man. Congratulations on his workout and him being dedicated to it. I got to get there. We got to get there with the diet. I'm fighting. I'm struggling, but we going to figure it out. I am in the 180s now, though, y'all. I am in the 180s. We've been talking about this for months now. For everybody who been tapped in, we've been talking about it for months. It's been a few months. I am in the 180s now. I am in the 180s. If I go a full week without drinking, eating garbage, small meals and snacks, fruits, vegetables, and things like that, we could probably get down to 175. That's the goal. If you want to get your health together, you can do it. Make those sacrifices. It's going to be hard, but it can be done. I'm trying to get my act together, and I want to push that out there to y'all too, man. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, dog. If you good, you good. If some people good, some people are already in shape. Some of y'all are already eating healthy. Congratulations to y'all, man. We all gonna push this for us, for everybody. Let's get it done, man. Let's try. Let's turn this up, man. Kendrick and Drake, bro. This Kendrick and Drake battle is over and done. It's been finished. Media personalities. I'm not even gonna say media. Media personality and blogs are keeping the conversation going. Media personalities and blogs, streamers, they're keeping the conversation going of Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Everybody knows Kendrick Lamar won the battle, including Drake, including his fans that are in denial. They want to compare careers. What does the career have to do with the battle? What is the career? We talking about a battle. It's like if me and a dude been playing basketball and we both been hooping for 10 years and we finally meet up face to face in a championship. You've been talking about you the best. I've been talking about I'm the best. We finally face off up in the championship. Actually, 13 years. Let's just say 13. For 13, you know, whatever. We finally meet up in the championship together. They match us up 1-on-1. This ain't even team no more. It's me versus you, nigga. You gonna give me your 5 best? I'm gonna give you my 5 best. I beat you. Do we then talk about in the comparison and conversation of the battle? We don't talk about their careers no more. We just talk about the battles. The careers can be kept separate. Yeah, Hitmaker was just talking out of his ass today. I don't know what that nigga was talking about. Hitmaker was just talking. Hitmaker was just running his mouth. Maybe he was smoking, drinking, and just saying something. He don't even know what he said. He don't believe what he said. What's going on, man? Huh? Yeah, that's me. Where's it at? It's at the crib. Okay. Yeah, I be putting it up, man. I don't drive it all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna get it back rolling though. You gonna see it out here. All right. I just want that to be understood, bro. Like that's not when you talking about the battle, you talking about the battle. Their careers is a different conversation. Who sold the most records? But really, if we keep it at 1,000, why would you compare who sold the most records, who had the most number ones, when Drake probably got 500 more songs he did than Kendrick? Drake do features with everybody that's hot. Drake is always dropping something or always getting on the feature or dropping a long album, pause, or mixtape. Kendrick Lamar don't even drop mixtapes no more. So I brought this up, and I'm going to start with Maul first. Maul, this is terrible, my guy. And the thing is, you know, I've met Maul before, introduced myself to him, congratulate him on his success. But Maul, we got to talk to you about this behavior, dog. This right here, Maul, is what we be talking about that sounds nasty. Maul, it sounds bad. Maul, you talk like niggas gotta bow down to Drake, and you talk like niggas need Drake to be successful. Or you talk like Drake is above niggas. Of course, Drake does the numbers. That's a fact. Of course, Drake go turn your streams up. If y'all got a hit together, that's a fact. Of course, working with Drake can build your career. He's one of the top rappers, for sure. But at the same time, my nigga, Drake can't be in his feelings because he lost the battle. Drake can't say, I ain't working with him. If he want to, he can. That's his choice. But it ain't like if a rapper got in a beef, Drake was finna go jump in the beef and side with them. This is bad, Ma. And yeah, Kendrick do numbers too. As I told y'all before, for academics, Ma, that weirdo Aiden Ross, if y'all are confused about how impactful Not Like Us was, go look. Go look at the Not Like Us audio views. The audio on YouTube has more views than Drake's last 5 songs together. Kendrick been doing major numbers on his hits and his records. Kendrick been doing major streams. Kendrick been selling out shows. You take L's, bro. Mom, this is bad.
All of these niggas are very aware that the kid from the north ain't fucking with them no more. The
Hold
kid
on.
from the north. Don't refer him as...
Hold on, Ma. Hey, Ma, I will talk to you about this face to face. So, like I say, niggas can contact me. You know how. Ain't no little nigga stuff going on over here. Nigga been in this 6.5 years, been grinding, been working. I don't care about the most numbers. I don't care about the most money. I don't care about the most accolades. We talking for the culture now, nigga. Ain't no price on this, nigga. When it comes to the conversation of our culture, all that other shit is just other shit, nigga. We controlling the narrative in this culture, nigga. Niggas that's really in it. Niggas that's really in it. We controlling this shit, nigga. And I ain't biased. If Kendrick Lamar would have lost, I would have said Kendrick Lamar lost, nigga. But guess what? He didn't. We got one of them up in here. Yeah, we blocking niggas tonight. Hey, the dude that said we don't have a culture, dude who said we don't have a culture, you are able to come join this live. You let me know if you want to come back and join it. The dude that said we don't have a culture, do you want to come put your face on there? Power on. Oh, okay. Nah, you don't. You a troll. We'll block you. Bluetooth connected. We'll get you up out of here. Go create another account. Go create you another account and come back. We'll put you to work tonight. Give you something to do. Now you got to take a break for being an incel, jacking off all day. Weirdo niggas. They in here tonight, boy. They in here tonight. Hold on. They is in here tonight. Don't worry, y'all. We gonna get them up out of here. So, let me play what Miles said today. Or what I seen. I don't know when he said. I think it was maybe their last episode, last week, at the end of last week. And I just seen it come across the timeline. I said, wow. Why is this still a discussion? Why are they carrying this conversation, bro? Kendrick Lamar has won. It is over. The more and more y'all keep talking about it, the worse y'all are making it.
Very aware that the kid from the north ain't fucking with them no more. The kid from the north. Don't refer him as... All right, the boy from the north. Worse. Yeah, like what you want me to say? The man...
Hold on. Turn this up.
The north, okay. Every one of these rappers...
You can use his artist, Drake.
Every one of these rappers and MCs and whatever that... you want to identify them as, all of you niggas that got features that helped your career, all of these niggas are very aware that the kid from the north ain't fucking with them no more.
The kid from the north. Don't refer him as...
All right, the boy from the north. Yeah, like what you want me to say? The man from the north. Okay, every one of these rappers. You can use his artist Drake. Every one of these rappers and MCs and whatever the else you want to identify them as. All of you niggas that got features that helped your career. That I handed you your first number one. Some of you your only number one. They know good and goddamn well that Drake is not fucking with any of them anymore. They know that. We ain't gonna act like we don't recognize and see the room has changed and it's certain people that's not in the room no more. Certain text messages ain't being answered. Certain phone calls ain't being answered. We know what's going on.
Like no, we don't, nigga.
The entire table of rappers and MCs that was sitting next to each other, it has completely shifted. It's a whole bunch of people that are not fucking with each other anymore as a result of this Kendrick and Drake shit. It's specifically coming from Drake's side. There are a bunch of people that had access to him, that hung out with him and got features whenever they asked. That shit is over with. And I think we all know and can agree with that. But that doesn't mean that music stops and we don't still get dope verses from rappers and shit. Like, yeah, the music, the industry will go on and go forward. But we're not gonna sit there and act like, oh, it looks like he chose a side. No, Drake chose the side that we're now seeing. He know, Cole know he can't fuck with Drake, ain't fucking with him. We all
nigga, you act like J. Cole need Drake, Ma. J. Cole don't need Drake, nigga. J. Cole don't need Drake. Is you lost, nigga? Who need Drake? Him and Future put out a lot of good songs together, but who else did he really work with consistently like that? Who else did Drake work with consistently like that? Besides Lil Yachty. Who has Drake worked with consistently besides Lil Yachty, 21 Savage, and Future? What are we talking about? If Future don't need Drake, nigga, Future that nigga. It's proven. Future had one of the craziest mixtape runs ever. Craziest years ever without a Drake song. They did that, What a Time to Be Alive, at the end of that was the end of the mixtape run. The end of the mixtape run. Future dropped Monster, Future dropped Beast Mode, and Future dropped 56 Nights and Dirty Sprite 2. He did have he was on that Where You At though. He was on that Where You At on Dirty Sprite 2. He was on that. Where your ass was at. I forgot about that one. But still, come on now. We know Future though. He don't need Drake. They get together, they help each other, nigga. Like, Mom, stop the glazing. Stop it, dog. I'm gonna tell you directly, and if you want to talk about it directly on the stream, you can. You not too good to holler at niggas. If you want to talk about it offline, we can talk about it. The invitation is there. Let me put y'all niggas on some game. You could try to be this too cool for school nigga. This shit don't work, fam. You don't look cool. You don't look cool with the shit you been doing on the internet because you can't even admit that Drake lost. You look like an OVO cheerleader right now. You look like an OVO cheerleader now. We take it. We got to call it what it is, bro. We got to call it what it is. Future original, bro. That's if you ever wondered why Future is good at what he do, it's multiple reasons. For one, Future is original. He's original. He's from Atlanta. He brings original Atlanta flavor or original Southern energy. When Future gets on songs, he's coming from it like an original Atlanta or just an original Southern nigga. Southern influence, Atlanta influence. That's his culture. So that's one why he always is able to recreate, because he's original. Two, Future goes to the studio and he works. Believe it or not, for y'all that think that Future doesn't practice rap, he practices. Future practices. Trust me. He goes in the studio and he locks in. Three, Future found a sound and stuck with that sound, but he tweaked it when needed. He found an original sound that he liked for himself, and whenever he needed to tweak it, he tweaked it. Future goes with producers and locks in with those producers, whether it be Metro, whether it be Southside, whether it be this guy, whether it be that guy. This is what it is, bro. He original. He work hard. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, we got a dick eater up in here. Hey, fam, this is not come on here and talk down on everybody else to uplift Drake. We know Drake is the Future album just went #1, bro. What are you saying? Future and Taylor Swift are the only three artists to get 3 #1s in the same year. They just put that stat out. Future last album just went #1, bro. So you coming over here just trying to combat things. You trolls got to wake up and get a life, dog. Because you need to know, I don't know none of these niggas personally, bro. We only speaking the facts. So all of y'all who just coming up in here to be stands and dick suckers, go suck dick somewhere else. This ain't the place for you. Go suck dick somewhere else, because you're going to make yourself look bad over here, because we don't hate Drake, nigga. We don't hate Drake over here on this platform. We get nothing out of hating Drake. We just going to call it like it is. Future is rooted in the culture, bro. Future is from the culture. He raised in it. He raised in it. He lived it. He around it. It's in his bloodline. Yeah, that too. Rest in peace to Rico. He grew up in this music thing, bro. He grew up in this music thing. So that's that. Future also knows the persona that he has. Future raps and creates into the persona that he has. So all of that is a thing, bro. All of that is what makes you like a star and shit. Oh, I don't ride the Drake myself. If he drops something that's fire, I'll put it on and slap it. But I'm not riding around listening to Drake. I didn't listen to his last 3 albums. I didn't think they were that great. But somebody else might have thought that. They're going to have a couple jams on it, but that I went to the one with him in 21. It had some shits on there, and they went crazy for the club, a couple of them. I wasn't on that long, though. A lot of music be like that nowadays, though. What was the last Drake album? Fuck, what was it? What was the last Drake album? Forgot it already. What was the name of the album that came last year? With the first person shooter, For All the Dogs. For All the Dogs, that project to me seemed like I'm just trying to make whatever music that'll sell. It didn't sound like a body of work. It sounded like, let me go get what's ever hot. And I'm just not a fan of that type of music. To each his own. Me and Pook, we listened to it before we went on the podcast. We both listened to it. It just seemed like, hey, let me go get what's gonna stream. Let me go get the artists that are hot. Let me go get the artists that have a following and make sure they on this album. Like, he's doing songs with Bad Bunny, the little dude Yeet, all that shit. No matter if they became hits or did crazy numbers, that doesn't mean that the song is gonna be like a great song to me. Everybody has their own personal perspective and opinion, though. Now, one Drake album I did like, for sure. If you're reading this, it's too late. And when he came with Scorpion, of course, I loved God's Plan. That's a great song. God's Plan is a great song. Mob Ties, that was a great song. Just come to find out, Mob Ties was one of those. One of those, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move over here to what academics had to say. This stuff has to stop, man. Let Kendrick Lamar have his moment. Stop hating, bro. Stop hating, stop lying, stop spreading propaganda. This shit weak. Listen to what academics had to say.
Top 10 songs does Kendrick Lamar have? This little leprechaun got 15 ever. Okay? So only 15 times this nigga's done it, right? How many does Drake have, right? Drake got 78. Hold on.
Only 15 times. What is only 15 times, academics? 99% of people who make music will not have one number one record. Why are you saying he only has 15 number ones? And one thing about the culture, my nigga, we don't give a fuck. We ride around in niggas who ain't gonna never make number one probably. I know I do. That don't matter, nigga. And what they got to do with the battle?
Hold on. Drake got 78. What does that make us feel? Oh, Drake just gets top 10 records all the time. That's a really fucking hard metric to get. That, by the way, the guy that everybody's sucking off now only did it 15 times. Ever,
only get the fuck out of here.
But
dog.
Now, if Drake drops a song and it goes 35 or it goes 45 or 50, now everybody's looking at him like, oh, well, I told you.
Okay.
The guys y'all are comparing to don't compare.
Let's be honest. We can name more 6ix9ine songs than Kendrick Lamar songs. Let's be honest.
Fam, if you can name more 6ix9ine songs than Kendrick Lamar, that shows how out of touch you are. See, the thing is, a lot of these dudes in academics chat, these are the same guys that were trying to protect the little weirdo ass nigga, Lil Boom, when he was touching on the little girl in the stove. These are those type of niggas. They support 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine can't even rap. To even mention 6ix9ine and Kendrick Lamar and compare their music to each other, or you saying that, that's not a flex. That's not a good thing. That means you just go with the hype or what's getting promoted to you. 6ix9ine was garbage when he came out, and he's garbage now. I wouldn't even be happy about being able to name most 6ix9ine songs to Kendrick Lamar. I guarantee you, most of the world know these last Kendrick Lamar songs of this year, the ones that had names, because that Black Forces motherfucker, Watch the Party Die, we didn't get an official name on that one. But I bet you everybody know Like That. I bet you everybody know the Like That. They know a bar from Like That. Like That is getting played in the club right now. They know something by Euphoria. They know something about 616. They know something about Meet the Grams. And you know goddamn well, we know goddamn well they know about Not Like Us. Yeah.
Everybody's looking at him like, oh, well, I told you.
Okay.
The guys y'all are comparing to don't compare.
Let's be honest. We can name more 6ix9ine songs than Kendrick Lamar songs. Let's be honest. Man, this nigga Wale, bro. I swear to God. Okay, listen, bro. Act. Number one, you're making excuses. Number one. Okay?
Tell them.
Number two, You're making excuses. We'll get there. We'll get there. But
shout out to bro, whoever he is.
Right. But secondly, you can't expect us to feel bad for the guy that's not charted when his entire career, one of the biggest points of him being who he is, has been based on the fact that he is the numbers guy. That he's always going to chart.
That was not the point I was making. That was not the point I'm making. The point I was making, because he is charted.
Go ahead.
Hold on. This is the point I'm making, because he is charted. My point is this. I think it's a utterly ridiculous point for y'all to keep sucking off Kendrick and saying like, oh, he's the killer, he's the whatever, and then criticize Drake for getting metrics that even Kendrick don't get hit. That's my point.
But
that's my point.
We're not comparing Drake to Kendrick. Tyree said this earlier.
So
we're going by Drake's standards, which again, you throughout this nigga's whole career have touted him as being the numbers guy.
Wait. So if we're not comparing him to Kendrick, don't you think it's fucking unfair that y'all said before that the killer, the boogeyman, basically that nigga Kendrick's not even in this fucking league to begin with. So why the fuck do we keep talking about this 5'3" midget?
Because he has a song out right now that's giving Drake a hard day, man. Like, as a Drake fan, as somebody in Toronto that's important for Drake to stay on top, that Not Like Us song really put a dent in this nigga's armor, B. And that's it's made it hard for him to get the momentum again. He shouldn't be able to try to get momentum again.
That's unfortunate.
Drake should just always be hot. But this battle made him have to rebuild. So if he's trying to rebuild, will have to be a different process because this process isn't working.
There's somebody in
Canada. The problem is Drake is an amazing artist, but he got the weakest spirited fans. Y'all got the worst backbone. Y'all niggas don't even see how butthurt y'all is. And y'all can't let this nigga just drop some fire music and y'all rock.
Come on.
Yo. Y'all listen. You understand this whole conversation we're having. You're telling me that.
So I said all this to say that, bro, with academics, you, Maul, and niggas like Aiden Ross, if y'all stop talking about the battle, if y'all stop trying to create a narrative for Drake, the conversation dies. Drake ain't said nothing. Drake is like, nigga, the shit over. I'm moving on. Drake gonna go back to doing his career stuff. Is y'all getting on the internet with these outlandish takes and niggas acting like they want to fake beef over it? Come on, my nigga. Niggas ain't trying to beef over Drake, nigga. Niggas ain't trying to get into no bullshit over Drake. For what? That don't make no sense. He took an L. So what? Jay-Z took an L to Nas, and look what happened to Jay-Z's career after that, nigga. Continued to go up. Continued to sell millions. Continued to be one of the best rappers ever. What's the problem? It's not that big a deal. It is what it is, bro. When you go against a rapper gonna beat you if you can't rap that good. Kendrick Lamar can really rap. Bro, people gotta understand a rap battle means we're battling each other. Kendrick Lamar comes from battling outside in the projects. Drake don't come from that. So if I've been battling since a teenager, outside in the hood, in the trenches, in the projects, what does that mean? I know how to battle to a science in real time. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. It just is what it is. So I'm just telling niggas directly how I feel about it. And I'm just really telling y'all the truth, bro. He lost the battle in impact-wise in the streets. Nobody's riding around to Drake Family Matters, really. I don't hear nobody riding around to it. Ain't nobody riding around the push-ups. I don't hear either one in the club. And I'm in Houston. When I go to the club in Houston, you know what I hear? You might get the one with him and Sexy Red. You might get the one with him and Sexy Red. Not the BBL Drizzy one either. They play the other one. The one, shake that ass for Drake, shake that ass for me. That one right there. They not playing nothing that Drake dropped during the battle. They not. They not. It is what it is. I didn't hear anybody riding around in their car to Family Matters. When Euphoria dropped, I was outside and heard niggas riding around to that in the car. I got to get the whip real quick, y'all. We got the train. Train coming by. Let me get in the car till the train go by, man. All right, so like you gotta understand there's levels to this shit, bro. Like the impact that Kendrick Lamar music had, everybody knows it, including academics. He talking about the teams or his team, nigga. His team ain't affect the impact, nigga. The impact is what the people gravitated to and how it affected people outside the music. When that nigga Kendrick dropped Euphoria, the news crews in Toronto went to fucking New Ho King, my nigga. That's impact. That's impact. When that nigga went and dropped that record, Euphoria, the news crew in Drake hometown went to the restaurant and the restaurant got packed and they created a meal for it. They created a meal. That's impact, bro. That's what impact is. Impact is, hey, I see everybody online dancing to it. All the niggas in LA was dancing it, rapping it. That's impact. Impact is what happened at the concert, the pop-out. That's impact. That's an impact, bro. Kendrick Lamar got the impact. And you could go look on YouTube. His numbers did way more than Drake's on every song. On every single song. On every single song, nigga. Numbers was way more. That is a loss in this culture. It is what it is. He lost the battle. It's over. He's moving on. Drake gonna be dropping another album or something soon and be cool. Y'all niggas keep harping on the battle. It's the media niggas. Now, let me get over into this Aiden Ross situation, which I didn't go get none of the clips or nothing. I don't like that at all, and I don't agree with it. I got to see how that plays out. I've never spoken with AD before. Never have. I follow him on Instagram. I know about community. I didn't follow it. I didn't cover it and everything like that. I've never spoken with none of those guys over there at all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like how that sounded to me. I don't like that apology. I didn't like Aiden Ross's apology. And then I saw, maybe he said something else, but me, I'm not that nigga. Them niggas can do what they want to do out there, and they do how they feel. He on the internet talking about fuck them to the people in LA or the guys that, I'm not talking to the whole LA, but everybody else is still fuck them. The guys that I was talking about, that fat motherfucker, is still fuck him. Hey, fam, I don't play like that. I don't play like that. But I don't know, did he come back with another apology? Because I did see that AD posted a photo of them together on FaceTime and said they had something coming soon. So I'm like, is he finna come drop 200,000 off? Because I'm just like this, fam. Like, you disrespecting me, you disrespecting LA. If we gonna squash it, and you gonna give an apology, I don't do the half-ass apology. I just don't. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care about none of that tough shit. I don't care about none of that gangster shit. I don't care about none of that street shit, but you're not finna get on the internet and say, fuck my city, LA ain't on shit, and disrespect us. Then you will look lame-ass, wimp-ass white boy who done got took down on camera twice already and didn't do shit about it. So you can't be on the internet popping it, bro. You nigga done came and took 300,000 whatever from you and walked off, nigga, and you got on the internet and whined about it. Then another nigga came over there and played on you on some gambling shit. So I'm just like, hold on, bro. Which I'm not expecting him to do nothing gangster. I'm not a gangster, nigga, but at the same time, why you on the internet popping it like you will pull up to LA and you good out there? Hold on, nigga, get calm in your britches, nigga. Get calm in your britches, you pipe down, nigga. You forgetting that you need niggas. You pay niggas to come hang with you, bro. Your investors and your team pay niggas to come kick it with you. So, nah, I'm talking about Aiden Ross, the dude that act gay for kids. But I know niggas be like, well, man, he got the audience, he got the look, he got the following, but still, bro, like, I don't know, maybe he said something. I'm just like, if it's respect there, he not finna get on the internet and still say, hey, man, it's fuck them motherfuckers, fuck that fat motherfucker. But everybody else in LA, man, I get it, man. It's people in LA who never, who don't even be on the internet, basically saying it's real gangsters in LA. Duh, nigga, we know that, nigga. You telling us like this some shit we don't know. You telling us like this some shit we don't know, nigga. Like, oh, LA got real gangsters, nigga. Of course, nigga, that's gangland, nigga. The fuck, you late as fuck, nigga. We been knowing this since elementary. That's what I'm saying. These out of touch ass niggas be commenting, saying shit, all that weird shit. Niggas trying to be down with niggas. Hey, fam, that's why I tell y'all, nigga. This our shit, nigga. Niggas, foundational Black Americans, nigga. Get that shit overstood. All these other niggas is spectators and wannabes and copiers. They watching us, they studying us, they learning about us. We don't be learning about them because we don't give a fuck. We don't be giving a motherfuck what they got going on. Straight up. So that's that, bro. I want to address that. I didn't really get it. I'm like, is he saying fuck AD and them still? But he understands LA is a real place, but then they got on FaceTime together. Maybe he finna drop a bag off for them niggas. I don't know. We'll see what that conversation gonna be like. Really, I'm gonna look at the clips. I don't want to see this dude. I don't got nothing to watch with him. I don't watch Aiden Ross. Only time I watch Aiden Ross is when he get into some bullshit with somebody. That shit is not for me. The shit he doing on that chat, that live stream, that shit is not for me. I don't watch none of it. I don't watch him act gay. I don't watch him sit up here perpetuate and promote bullshit and nothing to learn to kids. I don't watch none of these skits and none of that weirdo shit they be on. But to each his own, man. I'm just saying, bro. I didn't really know, and that's why I don't know everything that was said and that he said online to AD and them. I don't know if he came back and apologized in full, or is that half-ass apology good enough to where a nigga will get on FaceTime and act like everything cool and we gonna work together. No, nigga, you need to come out and take all that shit back, nigga. You need to take all that shit back, because niggas ain't finna let no nigga do that. You ain't finna let a nigga stand on that shit like that. Oh, it's still fuck y'all and fuck that fat motherfucker. They not on shit. but I do know LA a real place. That ain't no apology, my nigga. That's an apology to LA. But he's still saying, fuck y'all. Like, nah, nigga, fuck that. We don't need you then, nigga. It's still up then. Fuck that. If it was gonna be up, I wouldn't do shit to the little lame ass nigga. All he gonna do is call the police, little bitch. I hate them type of little niggas, bro. Talk all tough online, calling people, call the police and sue, tell his rich mama and daddy to press charges. Man, fuck them little hoe ass niggas. And the thing is, this ain't their culture. These niggas coming and putting themselves in our business, nigga. In our business. We not in their business. How you gonna come in our business, talk shit, stir shit up, and then when niggas want to get on your ass, cause this ain't even your business, oh man, I'm finna call the police, man. I'll sue you motherfuckers. Man, fuck them niggas. That's why I stand with that. Let's move on. What else we had going on today, y'all? Oh, real quick. Hopefully this shit is over. Oh, we got Vlad too. We got Vlad. Vlad is lost. We got Vlad. We got to talk about this real quick. Vlad went on Math Hoffa today, y'all. Look at this nigga's hair, bro. Look at this nigga's hair, dog. Look at this nigga haircut. He got like a toupee or some shit, bro. And I mean, I understand going bald sucks. I can imagine only. Bro, look at this shit, bro. This nigga goes on Math Hoffa, and the conversation with Marlon Wayans comes up, y'all. And I'll just explain it to y'all because I don't even want to hear this nigga talk. Y'all can go watch it if y'all want to, but I'm not even going to play this shit. Like, this on Math Hoffa YouTube channel, my expert opinion. He goes over here, admits that he was being petty and he was out of pocket, admitted that he was tripping, admitted that he went too far with how he handled that stuff for Marlon Wayans, admitted he was being an asshole, admitted that he was being unprofessional. So for all of you niggas, and I'm talking to niggas, if you're not an FBA, then whatever. You already know how you feel about niggas anyways. Y'all like to bow down to the white man, so keep doing what y'all do. The ones that are not on the code with us, the tethers. Some of y'all are tethers. We got some people that ain't FBA, they on code with Black Americans, and we riding. We stomping down. But we got a lot of tethers, they look at the white man as king. They believe in taking orders from the white man and following all laws and shutting the fuck up and doing whatever the white man say do. They believe you can't call out the white man. But it was some niggas in my comments, and I had a nigga say this on Instagram as well. When I called Vlad out about doing the 20v1s, I said, oh, Vlad is pulling gimmicks. And I said, this is a right on that. Like, Vlad would be the nigga that was shit on 20v1s 3 years ago. 4 years ago, he'd be like, oh, that's not really my thing, whatever. Vlad want to get in because he sees it's an easy algorithm hack to do 20v1s, right? This is a 50-year-old white man. He's going to book and get a host to come do a 20v1, and I don't know what channel he's going to put it on. Is he going to put it on Vlad TV? Who knows? Whatever. But he's filming it. Why is he filming it? Because he's trying to do whatever he can to get that algorithm back on his channel. Part of the game. It's always up and down. That's why y'all don't hear me talking about views. That's why I don't brag and boast about views, because Me being in this game the 6.5 years that I've been in, I'm thankful when the views are good, but I don't get too comfortable. Don't let yourself get comfortable. If you ever do YouTube, when your shit hot, be thankful, be grateful, be happy. But man, it can be a shift at any time and them views go down. I done been there. Vlad is the person that would talk down on certain things on YouTube, but now he's doing whatever he has to do to get these views rolling in. 20 V1s, are we serious, Vlad? That's for, I don't knock it because I know, hey, for the people that's trying to make money, trying to get on, trying to take care of their family, they making a bankroll off that shit. They're like, hey, man, we got to run it up. We got to run it up, nigga. We got to run it up. Shit, this 20 V1 hot. It's like something that the kids watch. It's something that people be tuned into. Shit, we gonna shoot one. Fuck it. That's why it's a wave right now. It's a trend. It's a trend. Ain't really my thing, but I know that it's some people from our community, they able to put food on their table from it. So I say, hey, do y'all one too? But Vlad doing one, that's screaming desperation. That's screaming desperation. But the thing is, he's the guy that tries to act like he's above shit and try to tell other people how they should move and dictate other people's value, like he did Marlon Wayans. Understand, y'all, Marlon Wayans didn't ask Vlad for an interview. Vlad asked him. So the thing of why he on here today is I watched that clip on Math Hoffa. I'm subscribed, so it popped up. He tells Math Hoffa, hey, man, I apologize to Marlon, but he didn't respond. I apologized to him, told him I was wrong. I apologize. I apologized to him on my platform, and I apologized to him in private. Vlad, your apologies on your platforms was ass. Other niggas had to tell you was tripping for you to apologize while you were shitting on him. It wasn't like you came on there and said, hey, man, I was wrong. You booked, and you told him. Marlon Wayans said this on an interview on a radio station. Marlon Wayans said that Vlad told him, hey, I'm going to interview people about you, and I'm going to talk about you on my channel. You tried to bully that nigga, Vlad. Then you tried to campaign against him. You tried to bully him. You tried to campaign against him. You tried to book people that he's cool with, as in D.L. Hughley, and get D.L. Hughley to shit on him. You did that at 50 years old. But you didn't tell Matt Hoffa that. You said, man, I tried to apologize. Nah, you didn't explain the full. Man, I was campaigning against him. Hey, I booked a bunch of people and I kept talking shit about them. You only apologized because Matt Hoffa, because Tony Yayo and Academics told you to, nigga. Because of Math Hoffa and DJ Academics told you to. If they wouldn't have told you to apologize, would he apologize? What y'all think? Do y'all think Vlad apologizes to Marlon Wayans if Academics and Tony Yayo didn't tell him to? I want to know what y'all think. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I think he keep pressing the line. The only reason you apologize to Shannon Sharp after hating for 7-8 months is because Academics had to sit up there and argue with you. Nigga had to argue with you. So I'm like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Let that shit ride for a little bit. But the thing is, Marlon Wayans is going to forgive him probably. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Vlad, don't try to act like you, oh, man, I apologize to him. He didn't respond, though. Nigga, you know why he didn't respond, nigga. Yeah, he tried to downplay Marlon Wayans. He tried to downplay him. He talked about his career. He shitted on his career. Oh, you on the decline. Then he talks about the views. Vlad goes on Math Hoffa, tells Math Hoffa, man, he did an interview with Shaq, and he got 500,000 views on Shaq's podcast. Shaq's one of the most popular people in the world. Hey, bro, people don't watch Shaq podcasts like that. Because he tried to compare it to Shannon Sharp's. Vlad tried to take credit like we knew he would. Vlad tried to take credit and make it about himself. Marlon Wayans' interview did good, and it went up the way it did is because of me. The hype about me. He said, oh, he's going to go on there and he's going to do everybody's inner platform but mine. Now, true, some people most definitely tuned in for the hype, for sure. But let's get this clear, Vlad. Every interview that Shannon Sharp does 1 million views, nigga. He a star too over there. He's a Hall of Fame NFL player too over there, nigga. He get 1 million views every interview too. Every interview, he get 1 million plus views. 1 million plus every interview, nigga. So Marlon Wayans was gonna get 1 million views on Shannon Sharp regardless, whether he had beef with you or not. Stop trying to take credit and all that, man. It is what it is, dog. Knock that shit off, Vlad. Stop the hating. You need to realize your role in this game. Go do your 20v1s, get your money, do what you do, but you don't control the narrative, my boy. None of you niggas is controlling the narrative. There's outsiders. We control it, and we calling it factual like it is. That interview didn't do, you compared it to Shaq's 500,000 views. That's what Marlon normally gets. No. When niggas go to certain platforms, they get more views. Shannon Sharp is litter than you, Vlad. He does more numbers than you, Vlad. When Shannon Sharp brings niggas on, he gets 1 million plus. You don't. Your style is washed. It's outdated a little bit. Your conversation is dry now. Yeah, it's certain stuff that people want to see over there. They gonna click. But your stuff is just all over the place. You interviewing people that ain't got no music, that ain't got no talent, that ain't got no skill. You just interviewing people strictly for mess. Shannon Sharp is interviewing A-list celebrities, nigga. You not. You not getting A-list celebrities over there, nigga. You're not getting that. You're not getting A-list celebrities, nigga. You're not getting the top premier athletes, nigga. And it's hard to. Don't get me wrong, shit. I don't get none of them. But I ain't finna come out here and try to push a fake narrative. It is what it is. Shout out to LA. For sure. Now, Mark Cuban did an interview with Real Life. Mark Cuban might have been on Vlad already. Mark Cuban be pulling up the platforms. Mark Cuban did Real Life Street Stars in Dallas. Mark Cuban pulls up the platforms. For sure. He be on that. He pull up. Certain people gonna fuck with it, but see, Vlad problem is when he see another nigga outshining him and he can't get nothing off of it, he decides to hate on it. So he went to big boy. Yep. So we had to address that. We not letting you come over here and create the narrative. Marlon Wayans, this is what he tell Matt Hoffa. Man, he went on Shaq. Shaq's one of the biggest people in the world. Yeah, he did 500,000 views over there. That's what he normally get. That's what he would have got on mine too. Nigga, that's because your platform ain't as hot as Shannon Sharp's, nigga. Now, it was some little steam because of the drama, of course, the drama that you created, nigga. But you don't get all that credit, nigga. You don't get all that credit. We'll give you about 13%. We'll give you 13% of the credit. But it was Crash Dummy credit. It was hoe shit that was the credit. You did some hoe ass shit. Yeah, that's why we just addressing that shit, getting it understood. I don't do the little hoe shit, dog. Like, we not doing that hoe shit where you do this bitch ass shit and then you come over here and you get to try to control the narrative. No, nigga, the narrative is gonna be the facts. What actually happened, how it happened, what you did and what you said, nigga, and how you played it. Stop pocket watching too, bro. That pocket watching shit is that new wave shit that y'all be on. That shit be weird to me with the pocket watcher shit. That shit be weird. But let's move on. Real quick. We ain't gonna stay on this too long. Hit a lot of blogs today. I don't know why, but we'll talk about it. And then this is one of the ones I'd rather just keep where it's at, but it was trending today. All the blogs posting it, promoting it. Millions of people it got promoted to already. Boosie links up with Yo Gotti, Glorilla, and it looks like Glorilla and Sexy Red have a Wipe Me Down remix coming out. And I guess Boosie went to the video shoot. Yo Gotti was there, and Boosie decided to give him his flowers. Rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo as well, y'all. My bad. Thought I had the video on here. So Boosie was at the video shoot with Boosie. And rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo, man. For sure, for sure. And Boosie said that he ain't seen, I guess they hadn't seen each other in a while. And Boosie said, hey man, Yo Gotti sent my mother money while I was in prison and always showed me love. Boosie posted it. Hey man, Yo Gotti always showed me love. He sent my mama money while I was in prison. So he on some shit. He letting it be known like, hey bro, I fuck with Dolph. Cause I think Boosie do fuck with Dolph. Yeah, he fuck with Dolph too. He fuck with Dolph, but he on some shit like, hey bro, I'm not gonna get into that and I can't. This is his stance, obviously. Shit, the nigga took care of my mama while I was in prison. Now, people might say, oh man, why post it to the internet, whatever. The internet gonna say all type of shit, whatever. So Rollo jumped out there and said, Boosie should have at least let Dolph family grieve from the trial. He did this lame ass shit. And I don't care what nobody say. He posted that, reposted the picture. And I'm just like, I don't know if this is needed for the internet, but to each his own. So then Rollo came on and said he was getting a tattoo and said something. He was getting a tattoo and said something else. Then he came back and said this.
I told my staff, I told my team members of my Muslim, I ain't gonna lie, I failed the test. I told my family, I told my staff, I told my team members of my Muslim community that I wasn't gonna say shit else about the nigga Boosie. I just seen the shit with him and the old boy, and this shit just like struck a nerve. But that's my word. From now on, I ain't gonna say shit about the nigga. Zero. I'm gonna stay off all the bullshit. I'm gonna stop trolling. I think I got my get back. You know, I just was mad that he did all that shit to me while I was in prison, and you know, I got out. And, you know, we couldn't talk and we couldn't meet up and shit. So I was just like, fuck it. Nigga ain't my friend no way, so I might as well just keep going on and on. But at my word, I'm finna delete this shit off my story, and I'ma just leave this shit alone. That's my word.
So yeah, Rollo was calling it out. Hey man, why you link with that nigga? Dolph family grieving right now. And I'm like, bro, none of this stuff is gonna be productive once you post it online. You know it's and the thing is, y'all, when you post something on the internet, that means if it's a problem, there's a problem, when something is just funny, something is just meant to laugh, there's a joke, you having fun, whatever. But if there's an issue, what needs to be known and understood before you post the issue on the internet, before you post an issue, before you post a problem, before you post some drama, if you go to the internet with the drama, the issue, or the beef, you are now saying, I want attention for this. Because you have the option of telling that person that directly. You can DM that nigga and say that. I'm just saying for anybody. It's your choice. You your own man. But in the world that we live in, it has to be known. If you run to the internet about it, you want the world to see it. You want the world to see it. And that's what needs to be known about the game right now. And we have a lot of that going on. To each his own. Everybody gonna do what they feel is best for them at times. Sometimes you feel like, hey, I do want some shit out there. Y'all might see me call some shit out, but it's gonna be for good reason, for sure. I call niggas out on YouTube for some weird shit. I do it. But I just feel like this problem here is more one of them lines of it could get bad. See, little stuff I'm talking about on the internet, it ain't going nowhere. Like, nothing I'm talking about is going nowhere, nigga. Like, me, when I'm calling shit out that some niggas done did or whatever, these conversations, they not going nowhere. I don't got no army of niggas around me. I ain't got no crew. I ain't got no entourage of niggas trying to prove nothing, to show nothing. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that type of time at all. But in their case, that's a different story. That's a whole nother story. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. So I would rather them niggas get on the phone and have this conversation. Guess Boosie like some shit he don't want to holler at Rollo. Rollo still on his type of time. He ain't rocking with Boosie. Obviously, as Rollo said, he has people hollering at him behind the scenes, telling him to chill, telling him to relax, telling him to not call Boosie out on the internet, telling him to relax off this stuff. So he got some people in his ear. For him to get back on the internet and say what he said, hey, man, I was wrong. I wasn't supposed to go on the internet with this no more. So he talking to somebody. So that was all over the blogs today as well. That's neither here nor there. Hopefully they can work this out. That's the best thing for this. And if Boosie don't come back and say nothing, it's done. It's over. Boosie probably not gonna say nothing because it benefits him none. Mind you, I want this to be the biggest message for y'all. Rollo just came from home from the feds this year. Boosie got a Fed case deferred or dropped this year, got it reopened. So Boosie is currently fighting a federal case right now as I speak. Boosie is currently fighting a federal case right now as I speak. There's not a guessing game. There's not an opinion. This is not a rumor. This is not what I heard. It's a fact. The prosecutors are watching every move that Boosie makes. They've watched his interviews, used that against him. They've watched things that he's put online. They're using that against him. They've listened to his rap lyrics. They're using all of that against him. Boosie can't afford to be in no beef right now. His future and freedom is on the line every day. Every move he makes is being monitored. Rollo, you might be off ankle monitor. I don't know. You just came home from 5 years. Always respected what Rollo did, taking care of his people, getting everybody cars, getting people places to stay, how him and the people was moving, feeding the homeless. I always loved that about Rollo. I always loved the community work he was doing, and I always respect that. But it's hard to do that from behind the wall. It's people that depend on you. It's people that want you to be their leader. The feds are watching you as well. Anything you do and say on the internet, all that is, because they watching you, period. But if you put it on the internet, that means they ain't even got to work for it. If you put it on the internet, that means they don't got to work for it. If you put it on the internet, you just say, okay, well, shit, we can just, we'll screen record that. That's all they doing. That's all they doing. I just say, Rollo, the internet has been something that's been, the internet is something that has hurt you before. And I just tell you, like I'm going to tell any other nigga, fam, your family love you, they care about you, and they don't want to see you behind that fucking wall. I don't give a fuck what you think you got to prove. I ain't saying never let no nigga play with you, never let a man disrespect you, nothing like that at all. I get that. But just going out here, getting on this internet and things, it just don't work out well for niggas. It just is what it is. Let me get this nigga up out of here, y'all. My bad. Hit that like button to turn us up, man. How many likes we got? How many likes we got, man? Hit the internet and turn us up, man. Hit that internet and turn us up, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's get into the interesting part of the show tonight. Once again, rest in peace to the Kimmy Mutombo. I remember he was down there in Houston for a while. Atlanta, the 76ers. Mutombo died of brain cancer. Was it 55 or 58? I can't remember the exact number. Yeah, we need 46 more likes, man. No reason why not. I'm going to drop the link in a second to let some people join. Why not have 56 more likes? We should have that. 56 more likes. Turn it up. I seen that Pete Rose passed away as well. God bless his soul. Yeah, he had brain cancer, man. Rest in peace to the Kimmy Mutombo, man. Rest in peace, man. Pete Rose passed away as well. I think he was 83. Yeah, I grew up on the Kimmy Mutombo, bro. I remember watching them play. I remember the jersey. I remember Mutombo even had his own shoes, bro. Mutombo had his own shoes. I remember the jerseys. I remember everything. He used to do the wag. They used to be blocking niggas, hit a nigga with the finger. For sure. We outside with it, man. Turn us up. Rest in peace. The Kimmy Mutombo. Yeah, he was a baller for sure. Hall of Fame, legend. Rest in peace to Matumbo. Did a lot of community work as well. A lot of work. Did a lot of giving back. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. We'll move on for a second. For y'all that don't know, this is the part of the conversation when we spill the real, and we'll let some people join in a second. I'm gonna play some clips from all the smoke in a second with Kamala Harris, and I'm only talking about Kamala, not because I'm endorsing Trump, y'all. I'm only speaking of Kamala because I want the basic logic and understanding to be understood. No president is doing anything specifically for black people because y'all seem to try to play with this gray area that there's a chance that if I vote for Kamala, this is what is the right thing for black people. No, it's not. You vote for who you want to vote for. You read up the policies and you do your own research. You look up the policies, you do your own research. These celebrities are not y'all daddies. If you are an adult, you don't let somebody else tell you who to vote for. That's why they tell you to be an adult. We not in the Stone Age. We not in that age of our parents and grandparents where they couldn't get on the internet and read. They couldn't get on the internet and look things up. We can. You can listen directly in real time to way they answer questions and make your own decision. I know some of y'all have been brainwashed and it's no saving you. It's no saving you. You're big on the vote blue no matter who. That's your right. That's your choice. The only issue is y'all that are shaming people in 2024. 2016, I got it. I understood it. If you felt the way about Trump, for somebody riding for Trump in 2024. Back then, you was basically siding with racism if you sided with Trump in 2016. What they was pushing, what he was highlighting, his audience, some of the bigotry, some of the verbiage, some of the way he talked, even the phrase "Make America Great Again." All that shit didn't sit well. Didn't sit well with me either. I was on that fuck Donald Trump shit. I never voted for Hillary Clinton, no. Never voted for her, never voted for Biden, never voted for him. No, I'm not siding with racism. Con Nicole, the thing is, on Urban Politicians TV, we only speak reality. You're in a racist country. America is racist. If you believe in the American government, you're cool with white supremacy. We are all under white supremacy. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. I'm just saying, y'all vote for who y'all vote for. That's y'all right. That's y'all choice. But them trying to make this a black thing, I'm against that. I'm against everybody making this a black thing and who black people should be voting for when nobody is going to do anything specifically for blacks. They haven't, and they're not going to. Not because they can't, it's because they don't want to. Y'all do know that, right? Are y'all ready to accept that? Are y'all really ready to face the real reality and listen to the nigga that's gonna tell you the truth, not these celebrities? Kamala not finna give you niggas no money. So, understand that. Know that. Nothing is gonna be better for black people because Kamala's in office. What changed in the black community anytime a Democratic person was in office? This is why I say vote for the policies. Let's listen to answer some of these questions, then we'll sit down and talk. Oh, I'm accidentally recording. I'm tripping. Let's listen to some of these policies.
Policy, can you briefly explain, because I think sometimes there's misconceptions of the power of the president or the power of the vice president. Explain how a bill becomes a law.
Okay. I believe that the best way the system works is when the power is with the people.
Before we talk about policy, can you briefly explain, because I think sometimes there's misconceptions of the power of the president or the power of the vice president. Explain how a bill becomes a law.
Okay. I believe that the best way the system works is when the power is with the people to then advocate for their needs and have their needs met. So that's the big macro stepping back, right? One of the ways that the system works to do that the system should work to do that, is we have elected representation who represent the people in these state legislatures, which is where laws get passed, or in Congress, which is where the federal laws get passed. And for the system to work the right way, legislators, these members of a state legislature, let's say your state senator, your state assembly member, or your congressman or your United States senator, will meet with, and they'll have ways of receiving information from the people about what they want. I think it's really important always that we know our power to organize around what we need. And sometimes that'll take the form of writing letters. Sometimes it'll take the form of mass protests to make sure the voice of the people is heard by their representative leaders, who then have as their responsibility to write up some legislation that meets the needs of the people. And then when they write that up, they take a vote in their body, if it's a state house or Congress. And if the majority of the people there agree with it, it becomes a law. So that's how it's supposed to work. And I mean, it does connect to what we were talking about earlier, which is then reminding folks they have a right to expect that their leaders will hear them and take seriously their needs. You know, a lot of why I think it's important to talk about our accomplishments on things like we finally let Medicare negotiate drug prices with the big pharmaceutical companies so that we could cap the cost of insulin at $35 a month. You know why that's important? Because forever that never happened. And when we explain to people that they kept advocating and kept fighting for it to happen, and it did happen, it reminds people, don't give up, keep fighting for the things you know are possible, even if it's never happened before. I think it's important for people to know, you know, when we, like, for example, I helped write the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act when I was in the United States Senate. People by the hundreds of thousands marched, rightly, out of pain, out of knowledge, out of commitment, that we need to take seriously what we got to do to deal with this system. And so we couldn't get enough votes to pass it, but we got it that far that we wrote it up. And we got it as far as so that under our administration, the president was able to sign an executive order that put a lot of what we put in the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act into an executive order. So at least for federal law enforcement, we're now dealing with no-knock warrants. We're now talking about a national database for police officers who have committed misconduct.
To the people who say, why are we still marching in 2024 when it's common sense what people need? What do you say to that?
Look, my parents marched for civil rights back in the day. I do believe there is no significant progress that we've made in our country without the people often taking to the streets. going way back to the Civil Rights Act, to the Voting Rights Act, to, what's happening now in the streets on choice, to what happened around George Floyd's murder, and moving
to a whole entire company. What is your economic plan? Going from a show to a whole entire company. What is your economic plan moving forward for people who are
economic
to a whole
plan,
entire
y'all.
company? What is your economic plan? Going from a show to a whole entire company. What is your economic plan moving forward for people who are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling for groceries and rent and homeowners?
So look, I grew up. So my sister and I were raised by our mother. We lived for a long time in an apartment on top of a child care center. That child care center was actually owned by
a whole entire company. What is your
seems like we can't get a straight up answer on no
for people
question
who are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling for groceries and rent and homeowners?
So look, I grew up. So my sister and I were raised by our mother. We lived for a long time in an apartment on top of a child care center. That child care center was actually owned by a woman who lived 2 doors down from us, Mrs. Shelton, who was, by all of our accounts and feelings, our second mother. She helped raise us. And so she was a small business owner. So I'll start with the small business, and congratulations on what you guys done. I, from a child, knew who our small business owners are, right? I mean, you're business leaders, but you're also civic leaders. You take seriously your voice and how you can mentor, how you can grow, right? Communities and the sense of communities. I love our small businesses. And so a lot of my work in terms of building and growing the economy has focused on small businesses. And my vision overall is we need to build an opportunity economy in which we increase opportunity for all, including small business owners. So a lot of my work, even in the Senate, was about increasing access to capital through our small businesses, and in particular through our community banks. Mm-hmm. So I've been responsible for billions of dollars more now going into our community banks, because they're in the community, and then they know who's in the community and where the talent is and who's doing good in the community, what the community wants. Mm-hmm. And so part of my plan as president is
going from a show. I did what the big brother did. I ended up getting in trouble, and the KKK came and vandalized, nearly burned down my high school, and I knew it.
Hold on.
Yeah. You've always been secure. I did what the big brother did. I ended up getting in trouble, and the KKK.
My bad, y'all.
It came and vandalized, nearly burned down my high school, and I knew at that point, although I was very proud to be Italian and Black, that the world looked at me as a Black man. Yeah. You've always been secure in your identity, who you are, but what do you feel and what do you think when you hear people kind of questioning just the fabric of who you are?
Well, one, I don't listen to it. Okay. I'm really clear about who I am, and if anybody else is not, they need to go through their own level of therapy. That's not my issue.
Right.
My mother was very clear. She was raising 2 Black girls to be 2 proud Black women. And that was never a question. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny because over the years, journalists, some, not most, will want to talk about it. And I say, okay, if you want to have this conversation, I'm prepared to have it, but sit down and get comfortable for a few hours. Mm-hmm. If you want to start talking about race in America, you want to talk about the 1/8 rule? You want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are perceived to be and the impact that can have on the rest of your life, regardless of who you actually are in terms of your God-given capacity and the rights that you have and should have. So, I don't mess with that.
So, she doesn't mess with the race conversation, as she say. And I'm going to be real with you, Kamala. This is why you failed this test. You can be mixed all day. You can have Black in you for real. But in America, the country that you gonna lead, the reason why people asking and want to know if you Black, for you niggas that's lost and don't understand why it matters, because people want to know if I'm voting for the black woman and if she really black people are going to be a priority. Let me rephrase that again. If you really identify yourself as black, because any other race is making their people a priority. It just is what it is. That's the way the world works. The world works where if a person of a certain color gets in a position, they're going to make sure their people are taken care of at whatever level they choose to or can. That ain't saying that, hey, I'm going to say fuck everybody else. I'm not going to look out for everybody else. That ain't saying, hey, let me go and only take care of my people. But it just says, if I'm black and I'm truly black and I identify as black, I'm going to make sure y'all don't get left out and I got y'all best interests. But if you really ain't black like that, then that means that it's not going to be high on your priority list. So we back to square one. That's why people want to know if you're black. That's why people are questioning, are you black? Because they want to know, well, can we expect if you really claim black, then you understand the black experience? Not because you got black in your veins, just people that got black in their veins, but they don't understand the black experience. They not on the code and the mindset of, hey, let me make sure black people straight, or make sure we control the narrative about black people in this country. That's why. Because if that's the case, you not going to do it, then shit, what the fuck we voting for you for then? That means we need to go look at the policies. That means we need to look at the policies and check your track record in full. I'm just saying. Hey, unique leverage, you not raised, bro, you not sounding smart over here, fam. They pushing her as a black woman. Our community, I'm not talking to no other community, my nigga. This is a nigga platform, bro. This is a nigga platform. When you on a nigga platform, a nigga is talking in the perspective of how they promoting it to us. We have people in our community shaming people because they are questioning Kamala. They actually pander to black people for votes, nigga. Let's stop playing stupid. Them getting rappers to perform at events and all this stuff. I'm from Houston. Them getting rappers to perform at these events and all these other things and this and that is them trying to play on the blackness. I posted a photo tonight as well. You know, I posted a little photo. I posted this photo because nah, you stupid because you acting like you don't get it. When I'm not, it's not even deep. It's nothing to think about. It's surface level. This is a surface level comment, nigga. If you gonna act like they not race pandering to black people in this election, then you stupid, nigga. I'm talking about the people in our community. What are they basing their votes off of? Nigga, if you trying to say that race ain't mattering with what we talking about, and what I'm speaking on, then you a nigga, you know. Democrats, nigga, I ain't never voted, nigga. Democrats ain't get my vote. What is you talking about, nigga? Ain't nobody got my vote, and they not gonna get it. I'm finna drop the link. You gotta earn my vote. I don't care. I'm firm on that. I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready when y'all niggas is when y'all ready to stand on some real shit. I'm ready when these niggas ready to stand on real shit. When we could get a plan together, like Malcolm X and them, when y'all ready to get a plan together like Malcolm X and them, y'all let me know. I will frontline it, nigga. When y'all ready to get a plan together like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and anybody else who contributed to things, I'm ready. I'm ready to frontline it. Y'all let me know. I don't mind having a real leader. I'm not looking at Charlamagne the God, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey. Them niggas ain't my leaders, nigga. Them niggas ain't my leaders, nigga. Them niggas ain't my leaders. These celebrities ain't my leaders. Punk ass niggas like D Wade, Kid Cudi, weirdos. Them niggas ain't my leaders, nigga. Man, y'all, the damn shit still fucked off. I know the server's nervous right now, man. Let me try to see if I can find a bar. I'm trying to find a good bar. Well, we just got one, but this is a bad spot. Hold on. Yeah, fuck Plies, all them niggas, man. Ain't none of them niggas my fucking leaders. Not one of them. Damn, bro, I can't get the spot with a service at, man. Don't worry about what's in my cup, man. It's my cup, like Lil Wayne say. Don't worry about my cup. It's my cup. It's in my cup for a reason. That nigga Lil Wayne used to be making no sense with that bullshit. It sounded cool, though. I'm running with it. It's in my cup. Come on, man. What's up with the service, man? I got to get some service. I need this one bar. One more bar. We straight. Yeah, go read y'all shit, bro. Go read y'all information, bro. I ain't told nobody not to vote for nobody. I'm just calling niggas out about their reasoning and using race. I'm just telling people from our community that ain't nobody doing nothing for the black race specifically. So all of y'all, we going for her because she black, nigga. She ain't finna do nothing for black people specifically, nigga. She said it. Why you niggas want to protest what the woman said out her own goddamn mouth? So go ahead and vote for her, nigga. Cool, but she not doing nothing for black people. How blurry are we, man? We super blurry? How blurry are we? Somebody let me know in the chat. Whoever typed, I'm not doing nothing for black people, I never said I was, nigga. And I'm not in the position of leading. I'm not a leader. It's blurry. Let me find a spot, man. Let me find a spot. Are we good? Somebody let me know, bro. I need a few people let me know. We good? We good? Bet. I never said I was a leader. I never said I was a leader, nigga. I never said people need to follow me. I don't tell people that I'm the nigga that they need to follow. I'm not in a position of power in distribution. So y'all be making shit about the nigga that's speaking. Listen to the messenger, not the messenger, my nigga. I don't have a problem being led. But what I'm not about to do is let nobody lead me to destruction. You dumbass niggas be out here. Y'all will defend the motherfucker that's gonna come take y'all off a cliff at times. I noticed that. That's one thing I noticed about a lot of y'all. Y'all will defend y'all motherfucking destruction. That shit is weak. It is what it is. I can't remember was anything else I needed to cover, man. Really think I'm gonna take it in early tonight. Fuck it. How many likes we got, man? Y'all hit the like button and turn it up, bro. Vote if you like Kamala policies. Go ahead. Hey, if Kamala policies you think of what benefit you, vote for her. Vote for her, man. Do y'all thing. Every time she get answered a question, she don't answer it directly, so whatever. I'm looking at her and Trump like, okay, neither one of y'all answering shit. Ain't now one of y'all answered a motherfucking thing, so I'm not finna say who better than who at this point. But when I look at Trump's policies on their website, and when I did hear Trump talk about certain things that he say are his priority, they do align with what I would want. Or not even what I would want. I understand how they could help the position that we in right now. Just saying. Y'all know what? It's the first of the month, man. Happy first of the month. I'm gonna go pay some of these bills. In a minute. And then let me get this nigga up out of here. Hey, it's so crazy too, bro. I wanted to touch on this. Niggas is so weird and the internet is so hateful. The internet is so hateful and so judgmental. People just can't see nothing positive. There was a post going around that said a college professor wanted to acknowledge the highest black male nurse graduating class that he had ever had. So I posted it up. I'm figuring somebody in there is from the community or from the culture, no matter if all of them are or not. No matter if all of them are or not. I'm figuring somebody in this photo is from the community or from the culture, because he said black male nurses graduating. So I said, hey, they saying they black? And I look at it, we don't promote at all black brothers, graduating college.
That's facts.
We don't highlight that. So, is there a possibility that some of them dudes are not FBAs? Of course. True, Royal, cut your cam on in the backstage. Real quick, I ain't gonna put your face on here, but I need to see you in the backstage. I need to see you in the backstage, True Royal.
Somebody said talk
about you good.
Somebody said talk about Trump policy.
True Royal, you can cut your cam off. Cito, you good if you want to cut yours off. It's on you. True Royal, all right, bet I'm finna bring you on.
What's good, Elijah? Big Ant. What's good, my guys?
What's up, man?
Deal, man. Just had to come address some things with the circle talking.
Nah, hey, you keeping it a thou wow about the policy. I'm heavy into the policy with the real estate organization I'm a part of, and just from my industry, Kamala's policies just don't align with for us to for our industry to stay lucrative. So you definitely gotta, like you said, you gotta move away from the emotional part of this shit, like they make it out to be, and look at the facts, like actual facts, shit that's gonna have tangible change. And based on what she's proposing, it's not, it would be a detriment for me and my family. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it from that standpoint.
Here's the thing too. We gotta stop voting blindly, and we have to start putting the black community specifically, start putting trust in these politicians, bro. Because we can fix our own communities, bro. To be honest, we don't need them to do it for us. We can do it ourselves.
It's certain things that right now that are in motion. That's a long-term plan, but there's certain things that are in motion that certain parties are gonna affect. Like, they control the government. Yeah, we do need we can for sure fix our own communities and how we move and act and our understanding and how we spend our money. Those are all facts. But it's certain things that come with this voting that they for sure are in control of right now with the government, that they will make change. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what that is. Royal, what's the deal, man?
Okay, how you doing? How's the royal family? I wanted to let y'all know that I live in Kamala country. I'm up here in the Bay Area, and I've been speaking for the last 8 years about her mess on my channel, and just to let y'all know that the energy and the vibe here in the Bay Area, ain't nobody feeling her. And even when she was her hat was thrown in the arena to run as VP, nobody wasn't even feeling her. And her reputation up here, how she been doing brothers, prosecuting brothers from day one, that's been all out in the open too as well. Also, I have been telling people over and over that Nancy Pelosi ain't even feeling her, but because they are a part of the same party, she was left no other choice but to support Kamala. She has a reputation of being very nasty and mean. She has a reputation when she was the DA up here of hiding evidence that would let brothers off in court. She had a reputation of locking up homeless Black women because their children wasn't going to school, and the common denominator with a lot of these women they were working and homeless, and just going through a lot of these dynamics. And I just figured that I would speak on it because I'm right here in Kamala country, and I've been in the Bay Area all my life. Me and her the same age and everything, and she ain't talking nothing. She not gonna do nothing or anything like that. So I've been listening to you for a while, and you spot on. But sometimes you got to actually hear a local person that's getting the vibe and everything. Because when you just hearing everybody just saying all this kind of stuff, that's trying to make it like this girl is all real cool and everything like that. We're pretty sharp to what's going on.
Hey, one thing about me, all that old cool shit don't matter. You could be cool. Cool is for everyday people. You finna be in the position that's supposed to be at least a symbolic position of power. What you finna do directly? You understand? Like, what we on? Like, what's going on?
She already
I haven't heard. I'm in a lot of circle talking. Every time a question get answered, I hear a bunch of circle talking.
Yeah.
And she already has showed us that she ain't for us, so she said it. Like, we just need to go off just facts and logic.
I say this too, like you just said, right? I've heard those things before about her. Now that on this interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, she did talk about she wants to legalize weed. Weed should be legal. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You don't care about no goddamn weed, Kamala. You don't.
What did she say that?
That deep in the game. I'm supposed to believe that you are thinking that it's on your mind we need to legalize weed.
Well, I can take that a step further. Here in the state of California, there was an injunction put in to release a lot of the prisoners that had charges, weed charges, and they wouldn't even do it. And they had to get to the point where they had to threaten the governor, not Newsom. It was the other governor. His name is on the tip of my tongue. And Campbell, this is Arnold. The statement. This is this. No, not Arnold. There was the other one. He was governor twice here in California.
Viragosa?
No, Brown. I don't know why I want to forget his name, but I want to get this point out. Kamala made this statement. She said, wow, if they get released from jail, who gonna do the work? Because basically jail is nothing but another form of slavery. And I'll give you an example. Like in the California and other states, you know, we have a lot of fires up here during the summer. So they will train a lot of the men and women to be firefighters, and they have to work directly with the firefighters. They have to know how to do the sign language and everything to put these fires out. They're only making $1 a day. Here in California, a firefighter damn near make $200,000 a year. And then when they get released from jail, they can't even get a job as a firefighter, but they had to be trained exactly like them. You can't cut no corners on it. But that's what came out of her mouth. Right. Like, well, who gonna basically do the slave work? So she wasn't for releasing them based on some funky weed charges, something that's growing up out of the ground.
Hey, and double down on that. She wants to say anything that you could expend more tax dollars from, because they need more money to send to Ukraine.
Which is crazy.
They're gonna.
I was talking about Jerry Brown, the governor.
Yeah,
Jerry
no,
Brown.
but I'm saying I'm talking about Ant's point. What Kamala saying that she wants to legalize weed. They want to legalize it on the federal level so they can tax it on the federal level, right? All of the things that she's talking about cost money, but she's not highlighted one way where this money is coming from, other than tax increases on the people who already can't afford the taxes that they pay now.
Yeah, so I just think that, you know, for me, like, we appreciate you coming on, you know, explaining these things, Royal. Most definitely appreciate it. You know, you being from that region and being in North Cali, you know, we've had people come on and speak on that, people from that region as well, or people I've even talked to a guy who was prosecuted by her team. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on her team and things like that, and did a little time, and just that in itself. And I don't go that deep into that because I feel like I will lose the people. I'm not saying you wrong at all in what you're saying. I'm not here to debate. I'm listening to you. The only reason you don't hear me dive deep on that, because those things right there are the things where the people that I'm trying to reach and get to understand, because I respect the people like you who have these experiences and this information and live through it, they can come give us the facts. You know what I'm saying? Because that needs to be heard as well. But I like to keep it so logical and common sense that you have to really be on dope or lying to yourself to not act like you can't see this in real time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, the things you saying are correct, right? But people can't see that because they
can't digest that.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't want to see it either. They don't want it. They want it's just a rumor, that's propaganda. Well, guess what ain't propaganda? She telling you directly she not finna do nothing for black people. So why are y'all going against other people? Or why do y'all think that this is a black person vote?
And they need and people need to respect when people say even negative shit and take it, believe who they are when they say that, and stop dismissing that shit. Because I mean, it's when you say you bring a cold hard facts, it's like up here and anywhere else in the United States. When I go to the grocery store and I'm looking at a woman with a couple of kids, she can't even fill up her damn basket, you know, to get some, to get some food. You know, that's some, you know, somebody that's reality for your ass right there. You know, and then you asking somebody to bring the grocery prices down and stuff, and they just talking some damn nonsense because that shit that she talking about ain't putting no food on the table.
They asked that on that interview. I don't know if you saw it. They asked her about that, and she got to talking in circles again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, like every time
about the inflation, right?
Why you can't ask directly? Like that shit.
She don't have an answer for it. Yeah, she doesn't have actual plans.
We sit here and fall for her, bro. Like you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Ain't nothing gonna change. They gonna keep doing the same old crap they been doing day one. That's it, and that's all. Ain't nothing going.
They could have solved homelessness in America with the money that they sent to Ukraine.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, what we talking about? What we talking about?
And look, they sending money to them, to people overseas, and ignoring us. Like, that's crazy.
I wanted to ask you a quick question. Did you ever cover, even though I watch you a lot, every once in a while I miss you, did you ever cover the drama that happened up here in California with the reparations?
With who? The one in California?
What happened?
I do a video
with that
on
committee.
Well, I can tell it to you as brief as possible. What happened was that reparations bill was in 14 parts, and the California Black, I call them the Coon Caucus, they had voted twice behind the scenes, 56-0, to push a portion of that bill through. And that portion would not have cost the state of California anything. The only part of that portion was homes that was illegally taken back from the banks and different financial institutions from Black families. Kamala was in total support of it. So when it was time to put it on the floor to vote for it, that very day that the caucus voted it down, claiming that they didn't fully understand what the bill was all about. And they were doing that because the other excuse was, well, they knew that Gavin Newsom was going to veto it. And so when I really looked at it, I said, okay, they assuming that Kamala might possibly be the president, and if she become the president, he might get a cabinet position, and they want to position themselves in place to follow suit, because usually, you know, they take their whole staff and all of that up here with them. And literally at the final hour, they had just voted that away, and Kamala was on board for it. And these people even co-authored this port for it. But then when her hat was thrown in the arena, that whole thing that thing changed. Because usually what happened is whatever happens in California, then the other states start looking, and eventually over time they'll start doing it. Because if one portion of the bill go through, eventually all of it goes through over time. And so basically here in the state of California, they not letting up. They saying to the California caucus that y'all may have cost Kamala for being president by pulling what y'all are pulling. They won't let up. They are marching up and down the street. They on the news about it constantly, and they're making a lot of noise on it. Black folks is just beyond sick and tired of this.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to it. That happened on a Friday too, huh? The last day.
No, they did it on actually a Saturday.
What they was talking about it Friday night, but the woman, I heard her call in to Tariq Nasheed, and she was like, "Yeah, we got to do this tomorrow. They supposed to be doing this tomorrow," and it was Friday. And they did it on the fucking Saturday.
Yeah, they did it on a Saturday, and
done on a Saturday. That ain't even business hours.
It was a cold piece of work, but I wasn't shocked.
No, but you got to know too, whenever they vote on weekends, they can vote on weekends, and it happens.
That's
often.
new.
Yeah, in California for sure, they do it all the time. Because I
know they do.
Yeah, so
I
that's
never knew that. I thought this was a business hour thing, bro. I'm just naturally ignorant
the
to
building's
it.
not open for the public like it is during the week, but the legislators are there, especially if they're coming up on a break and they need to get something passed before they go to break. Then they definitely meet on the weekend, Saturday night, Sunday night. They be ordering dinner and charging it to the to our pockets.
I never knew that, bro. I thought that this shit. That's why I asked you, was it done on a Friday? Because I heard the woman call in on the Tariq Nasheed thing and say, "Well, now the vote is going on tomorrow. It's da da da." And I'm like, "Then they voting on a Saturday." So I was just thinking, well, maybe I'm listening to this a day too late or something. But nah, y'all, I just learned something I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, they've had to pass bills Sunday nights.
Like, they've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking they try to pull some slick shit, but that's what the way they did pull some slick shit. But that's
they
what
did.
they. No, California.
They typically do that. They typically do that only when they going on break, though. They push it, so they're not coming in on Monday. So typically, when they're voting on something on the weekend, it's right before break, and they're not coming in on Monday, and they're gonna be out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and now what's going on? The Black Caucus, nobody can't even find them. They won't show up for any meetings. They won't go before the press or anything like that. Even things that they have scheduled themselves, they have canceled it because people are very upset. People are going to their houses, they doxing them. They're not playing. They're not playing.
The Black Caucus is torn. I have my mentor is an active member in the Black Caucus. And they just went to DC 2 weeks ago, and I think they're torn because, you know, normally they're blue. You know what I mean? Very strong blue, but you know that seems to be changing within that group, and so it seems that there's contention there, and which is why I would believe that we're not seeing them come out publicly say a lot, especially with what's going on with the climate, to say more than what they're saying. Because they got some inner turmoil because they're not seeing eye to eye on the candidates.
That's true.
So I say this, I just tell you like this too, man. Y'all go look at the documentation, you know, just look at how these politics get played, of how the things that Kamala was saying about Joe Biden 4 years ago on camera, the things that he said about her 4 years ago on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now all of a sudden, okay, she was calling Joe Jim Crow Joe, right? She was calling Joe Biden Jim Crow Joe.
Yeah, when they had that debate, she was jumping in his behind. I wanted to ask you one more thing. Did you pay attention to what Biden had did after he bumbled that shortly after he had bumbled that debate with the black farmers? No. Billions of dollars was allocated to the black farmers, and they slow walked it and allowed the white farmers to put an injunction in court. So the whole time he's been in office, that money has not been released. And once they realized, his whole team realized that this ain't gonna work, all of a sudden, out the blue, they release all this money, and then he goes before the actual Black Caucus and says to them, I won't let y'all down. I promise this and that. You ain't did a damn thing. But now your back is up against the wall, and now you want to start making all these gestures, and it's like this. You got some money coming, and you didn't borrow and did everything you can, and then when the money do finally come in, it ain't even yours, so we gotta eat, and we need as many farms as we have, because the one thing that they'll do is, like, my grandfather worked for Tree Sweep many years ago in Arizona, and his job was to take oranges and dump them in the desert. And they'll do that. They'll have a farm, harvest that stuff, and they will pay the farmer. The government will pay the farmer to dump the food in the desert. They'll pay to dump the meat in the ocean. My grandfather taught me that stuff. And that keeps the food price up too, as well. It'd be a cold piece of work they be playing behind the scenes.
Nah, we know this always block, man. This ain't even an opinion. That's why I be telling people they hear people listen, they hearing, but they not listening. And we not letting these narratives get out of control no more. We controlling the narratives. The narratives are not getting out of control anymore. They are throwing up roadblocks against our progress. That's what I wanted to be understood. That there's not anybody who not throwing up roadblocks against our progress in some of these situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's out here throwing up roadblocks. They doing things that putting us in last place now. You know, you in California, you in Northern Cali. I don't know how much it affects Northern Cali, but the immigration problem is the migration, not the immigration. Immigration mean it was done correctly. The migrant problem is out of control down here in Houston. So you can imagine throughout Texas what it's like, but me being in one of the major southern cities that's close to Mexico, because you know we're some hours away, but we like a hub. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think the cartel even brings people from Mexico here.
That's deep.
Like people just think migrants are just like Central American. Nah, migrants are coming from India. They getting brought over through the cartel. And what people are not understanding how that affects this thing is that not only is it going to affect the economy, it's also going to affect voting. See, right now the migrants, they going to vote blue until they get their feet wet here and start realizing, well, hold on, it's going to benefit me probably to go with whatever one is beneficial, whichever one they see is really beneficial. Right now, they looking at it as the blue side is beneficial. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People need to know and understand these things is going on. The job market is done, and now our tax dollars are being spent to provide for them.
Mm-hmm.
See what New York did? New York put them in hotels, put money on debit cards and everything, right? That was American tax dollars state. Now, what starts happening when they start doing that in Texas or Cali? Didn't y'all already do something out there from what I heard?
Yep, they've been doing it. I mean, it's very blatant. They've been doing it for years, and even in like the field that I worked in, I'm retired now. I'm a certified welder, and they would bring in truckloads of these Mexicans in, and they wouldn't even have to even go through an apprenticeship program. They would just pay what we call it, get their union card out the back door. And I'm like, damn, who paid for that?
Yeah.
You know? And they make us go through the whole apprenticeship and the whole damn thing. Next thing you know, they working side by side with you, making journeyman's pay, and can't speak a lick of English.
They ain't even. It's something. The thing is with them, they ain't got to give them insurance, and then some of them they underpay them.
Yeah. Because before I had sent my son to college, I had put him on my husband put him on a non-union job, and how they pulled it was the first crop of dudes came in gonna make like 30 an hour. They brought in another crop of dudes making 15 an hour, and then the other crop of dudes came in and they was willing to work for 10 an hour. And I said, well, damn, don't y'all want to eat? Don't y'all want to eat? You know, at some point you cutting your balls off your damn self. I mean, people gotta eat, and then you coming in chopping down another man like that. You know, I just happen to be in an unusual situation where I'm a woman that worked in the field for 17 years and seen what they did, what they continue to do in the construction field, because that's the only work I ever did. And it's an eye opener to see how treacherous they get down, and then how dangerous they ain't even skilled. Because like I was telling my husband's an iron worker, where there was a Mexican dude. They hired him as an electrician, and he got his arms blowed off and died on the job right there on the spot.
He got his arms
blowed off, hooking up something. He ain't an electrician, but they hired him as an electrician. He don't know what he doing, and his arms got blown off, and he died right there on the job.
Oh,
running hot wires.
Yeah, and shit like that. And me being a welder, if I see some wires jacked up, I know to go get the electrician, because I ain't fucking with them wires.
Wait, did you see this like in person? You saw that happen?
No, I didn't get to see that. They had showed that at a safety meeting. Like we would do these mass safety meetings, because the last job that I worked on the Bay Bridge, where we built the new bridge. And this company that I happened to be working for, they was kind of scared because the immigration had showed up, and them jokers was running off the jobs, and they had to make sure that they hired right, because you can't be playing around with these bridges. Now, if you can do some groundwork and stuff like that, yeah, you can pour some concrete, that's different. But then, they was like, no, we're not playing that. And I seen the footage, and I was like, damn, that dude got his arms blown off. And you can't be cutting corners like that. You give a man a journeyman car behind on the back door, and then they don't even know what to do. And then you knew what you was working with, because they wouldn't even practice anything safe. It's like whatever Massa told them to do, they would just run and do it with no thinking. And I used to tell the dude, no, you don't just run up a scaffold like that, and you don't got your harness on, huh?
But
they can't speak no English.
That's probably that. I think that's the company's fault. Ain't they supposed to train them for that?
Well,
yes,
they don't want to train them. They just looking at we saving money.
That's it.
Crazy,
they not trying to train. I didn't had a job back in the day, machine shop. I used to work at this machine shop back in the game, and it was a lot of like Dominicans and Cubans back there and shit, and they doing this super barren work, like they getting the shit worked out of them, but they ain't making no money for real. But they cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, they will tell us that we lazy because we don't want to work that hard. When really not, y'all is underpaying them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all underpaying them to save money. You're not giving them benefits. You ain't giving them insurance at all. So it's like, okay, y'all just giving them some thousands a month, and they cool with making them thousands a month, working them long hours, because it's better than where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at the same time, we not supposed to. They call us lazy because we don't want to kill ourselves on the job. No, we believe in working smarter, not harder. We don't believe in undercutting ourselves.
No,
but
you're absolutely right.
We controlling that narrative. They try to say, "Oh, blacks is lazy." Nah, nigga, we ain't stupid.
Nah, and you're right about that, because you're supposed to question shit when things are unsafe. There's been things that I have seen that I knew not to do it, and my foreman say do it anyway. I said I ain't doing a damn thing, and there ain't nothing you can do to fire me on it, because I knew my union was gonna back me. And so they don't want to hear nobody talk like that. So then they'll have that Mexican go do it because they afraid, they living in fear and all of that.
You know how it goes. Whenever you stand up for yourself, what they gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you stand up for yourself, oh man, he's difficult to work with.
It's crazy.
When you put a price on your tag, or you understand your value, oh man, you try to negotiate or you question. Hey man, y'all only trying to pay me $16 an hour, bro. I know I'm supposed to be getting 19, or I'm supposed to be 23 or some shit. Ah man, he's difficult, man. They want to try to fuck up your reputation and shit like that. Like, nah, man, We not going for that shit no more.
I mean, when I was working out there was dudes that was literally falling in the ocean. I mean, this is some serious business. I'm working in a marine life, working down in cofferdams, damn near 100 feet underground. You cannot play in this environment. This is a very dangerous environment. There's nothing you can play with. I mean, people can come up dead.
Thanks.
And they don't care because they just want bodies, and they'll get rid of your ass real quick if you take that backdoor route.
Nah, that's a fact. Honestly, we know what this game is, man. It's all about capitalism.
Yeah, and see, one thing that I like is our folks have become more and more educated on the BS, and the beauty is we got the internet where we can spread this out, because I thought I knew some things. I knew a few things, but then when I got on social media and started listening to my folks, I was like, wow, okay, it was some things I didn't know, and I'm earnest to say it. I'm learning through my people.
Hey, I love it. I'm on here learning. Like, I just learned something tonight from y'all. You don't see
you're never too old or too young to learn something.
Yeah.
And like I say, this is what media is for. This is the independent media. This is the new age media. We in the age of information. We supposed to be doing this. We supposed to be on here raising awareness. We supposed to be out here having these type of conversations. This don't gotta go viral. You gonna spread what you telling me something. I could go tell the people that I know, and then this stuff keep getting shared. And then next thing you know, from now on, it's getting around.
That boots on the ground type of news is important, because like my husband, he's still old school. He'll watch just the commercial news, and he'd be like, "Where you getting this stuff from?" And I'll be naming different people and stuff. I've been listening to you for years, and every once in a while, you'll leave me a little comment, but you deal with a lot of people, and I crave your news. I gotta hear what's going on, because this commercial stuff is not giving me what I need.
That's control
and everything. It's just so plastic, and it's like, nah, I need boots on the ground news.
It's control, and it's controlled by they filter out stuff, so they're not going to tell you everything. They're not going to tell you the real shit.
Yeah, so don't ever think you not out here impacting folks, because I go back to my channel and I let people know, you need to go over here to Homeboy. He over here spitting fire. And everything. And see, some people be hung up on having these big old gigantic channels and stuff like that. I'm not hung up on that. I'm hung up on who is actually giving true news that I can digest and give back to my folks.
What people got to know is too, with this thing and media, the thing is, a lot of platforms, and you notice now more and more, a lot of media platforms, especially mainstream, they have an angle they've already decided to push. They already pushed the angle when they got it on. They got a narrative that they're running with, as opposed to how they just gonna report it. So with me, I'm gonna let you get the facts. Let me give you these facts of what went on, so you can see for yourself what was said, what happened and what didn't happen, but then I'll give you my opinion after that. Now, how you want to move with that, I'm basing it off of logic and reality. And that's what I have to do with these things. We got so much going on in the world right now. You know, we got to eat off these YouTube platforms, me being a YouTuber. So I got to cover some of this bullshit and this drama and this rap and hip hop shit. Plus, that's my life anyways. I do love it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm covering that, but we got to get some real stuff out here now, man. We got to get some real information, and we got to start waking up. Like,
real, bro.
I'm seeing, like, even with this, right? You got these radio stations, and people don't really get it. Radio stations have chosen a side on the political realm of who they ride with. Breakfast Club and Hot 970 in New York are under the Democratic Party. A lot of people don't know that radio stations have chosen a side. Most of the radio stations that you see, especially the ones in our culture, they're under the Democratic side. So a lot of people don't know that. That's why you won't see Donald Trump get promoted on there. You won't see them talk about Trump. You won't see them speak on Trump policies. It's because they're against them. They're bosses. See, these people work for corporations. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. You go to Breakfast Club. You're not gonna hear anything positive about Donald Trump on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, and that's where they getting they source of income.
Exactly.
The sponsorships and all that crap.
They on the Democratic side. So that's what people have to know and understand, that it's on you to go read your own facts. You can't look at these people that are not calling it down the middle. You can't go to Hot 97 or Breakfast Club or any of these other radio stations who chosen the side and they not really pushing all the facts to you like that. They pushing their interest, which is push your interest. But I gotta be the person to come on here and tell y'all the real, that these people have chosen a side, man. Even Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson hasn't chosen a side, believe it or not. Even though he did the interview a couple months ago, because I follow him on Instagram, I seen him question the Democratic Party directly. Like, man, what's going on with this act? What's going on with this? I'm not voting for nobody. The way that this is moving, like, he just went on like a little rant. He took it down, but it was clear that he was just using his own brain of questioning, like, what's really going on. I thought we was getting these bills passed, the George Floyd Act. What is going on? Why isn't this happening for the Democratic side? I'm not with either party. I'm trying to ask questions that I was like, oh, okay. But at the same time, Matt Barnes is fully Democrat. Fully. He's running the same campaign posts that Charlemagne, Masson, D.L. Hughley, Plies, and others are running. Y'all might see when you follow all of them, and it's kind of crazy because I'll be like, I wonder, do they think that people are this dumb, or do they just not even care, or is it a little bit of both? When I see all of them make the same post on the same day, and I'm like, did the Democratic Party tell all y'all to post that for a check today? I just wonder that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, okay, so all of y'all niggas decide, Luther, all of y'all decided to post this same post today. Did they bat signal to you niggas? Today's the day that y'all post this one.
Yeah, and it all sounds the same. And then there's always seemed like a hesitation. What I like that you do is you have the hard conversation. Some of the stuff you say, it may be uncomfortable, but we got to deal with some uncomfortable shit, and we've been living in uncomfortable shit. So keep bringing it. I appreciate you.
Come on, man. I'm in the South, man. Like I tell these people all the time, man, my grandmother's 95. Understand? I got people who raised me, who went through segregation. I ain't but 2.5, 3 on my grandmother's side. I'm maybe 3, 2.5 generations away from slavery. I'm only 2 generations away from segregation. My mom is 95. You know what I'm saying? My pops is the baby on that side, so it was 10 of them all together.
Yeah.
So it was 10 of them. My pops was the last one.
See, my family up here was the original Panthers.
Okay.
And I can remember my mother and them marching up and down. We was in the San Francisco sector, marching up and down the streets. So I always call myself a Cub for life. And my stepfather was the oldest political prisoner here in the state of California. His name was Romaine Chip Fitzgerald. So he's passed on. So I was raised in that environment, and I won't change my position. I have seen a lot of even the Panthers change their position, and I'm not changing my position. I'm not changing my position because I'm living this. I'm in the dirt. and all of this kind of stuff. And that's what I don't like, where I'm not willing to be compromised, because I had one of the greatest opportunities I think I had was to work side by side with Black men to see what they actually go through. And I had to go back and let these sisters know I have actually seen brothers show up to work, ain't been there 2 hours, and get a check just because he showed up, because they don't like his energy. And the brother just come to work. That's some cold shit to deal with, you know? And then somebody try to get you, because they was trying to get me to like speak, wanted to be a spokesperson for in the construction field, and I wasn't willing to do it. They tried to get me to speak in the tradeswomen group. They ain't nothing but a bunch of angry ass white women that's trying to do the same thing that the white men do. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm sticking with my people. Some people have to just deal with reality. Don't let them compromise you because they done threw a couple coins at you, because all they trying to do at the end of the day is shut your voice down.
Come on, talk about it.
All money ain't good money.
Come on.
Talk about it, man. That's what they own, and there's certain people that's gonna take that check, man. They can't turn it down. They can't turn the check down. They like, hey, man, we gonna we gonna push this BS. It's what's working for me. It sound good. Let's go ahead and do it.
But see, then what ends up happening is they're gonna ask you to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing as a man, and then you done got caught up in the money game, and you don't want to get caught in that syndrome. Those are the type of things that they gonna do, because it's a bait and switch at the end of the day.
As soon as you get caught up in that, you sold your soul, bro.
And then shit, that's what happens too. It's just like when you work at the job and you got that dude that's always kissing ass.
Yeah.
And then so he getting all the favors, he getting the raise, he's getting the chill. Him and the boss is tight. But then it work out for so long. Then eventually the boss gonna be having a bad day. You said what? You said what? Hello? Yo. Yeah, nah, what happens is that boss, one day he gonna come cross him. He gonna cross him because the boss gonna look at you like, all right, man, you been kissing my ass every day. I looked out for you. Man, that one day, either the dude gonna have a bad day or the boss gonna have a bad day. And that's gonna be the day they had that fallout, because the boss gonna talk to him a certain type of way or expect something from him that he don't want to do. And just like you said, I just seen it. He get fired fast as a motherfucker after that.
You know what? I tell you an incident that I experienced. It was a Mexican dude letting the superintendent live with him, and they had got into it, and he was leaning on his radio, and he said, I give you 1,010% every day. Why are you doing me like this? Why are you doing me like this? And I kid you not, homeboy would come with a look like a damn suitcase full of burritos or sandwiches, and he would give them out to foremans and superintendents. And that shit did not even work. After him doing all of that to himself, he would have his wife get up early in the morning, fixing all this food for these people, trying to maintain. And I asked him one day, I said, how much more money are you getting to be a foreman? He said, I only make $1 more than you. And I said, you putting yourself through this? I be damn, I get up in the morning to make a whole bunch of burritos and sandwiches for dudes. I'm gonna make a lunch for my husband, and the hell with everybody else.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to maintain my job. Like I told my husband, he's an iron worker for 40 years. I said, baby, check this out. Don't ever put your balls on the auction block. You maintain yourself as a man on these jobs. And if they fire you because of whatever, we're gonna make it. But don't compromise yourself. Don't do that. When I seen that shit at work.
And what happens is they'll tell you being difficult when you moving with a sense of pride. Man, we not moving under that old school mindset. We just not. This the new generation, man. If I was still under that old school mindset, I wouldn't even be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I woke up and said, man, I can try something. I can figure something out. It's gonna be hard, but it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
So we doing something different now, man. We got all these people going for it. They trying to be entrepreneurs. Yeah, you got to handle your business too. Ain't nothing wrong with ever working no job and all, but you can have your dignity and pride, and you can have your independent mindset at your job.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
that's the key right there.
You ain't got to come over there and do like, nah. Yeah, you got a boss at work. Nothing wrong with that at all, but that don't mean that your boss supposed to treat you less than.
Exactly. No. And that don't mean that your boss can step all over you. So,
no. And the key is trying to have your own shit at the end of the day. So when that job goes south, it don't even affect you.
You want to talk about it?
You know, that's the key, and that's where you gotta have teamwork. You know, with your family, your old lady, and all of that kind of stuff. Because I hate seeing brothers in a position where they have to compromise themselves at work because you don't know what kind of crap you're gonna deal with from day in and day out. That's why Black folks are so stressed. So stressed. The people die the number on Monday morning more than any other day of the week because dealing with some joker ego tripping on the job. And all you trying to do is feed your family.
Come on. Talking about, man, this is what they don't get.
Mm-hmm.
This don't know. This is what they don't want to accept. They don't want to respect it. They don't want to be told the truth, man. People rather live in these lies. People want to be having it broken down to them in a way that they don't want to get it. And it's
and you know why? It's because it's uncomfortable to be uncomfortable. That's why it's comfortable to be told, and it's comfortable to be sitting in bullshit and actually realizing the truth and just accept it, even if it hurts. It's comfortable being like that and actually accepting shit, bro.
I'm just against people who work hard for their own destruction.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the worst mindset that you can have in 2024. Back in the day, we didn't have this information we have, right? So, you know, people was cool with scraps and being cool with just being accepting of this or this or that. But now we waking up to realize this propaganda, these narratives that are hurting our minds. The fact that we ever let anybody call Black people lazy because we have lazy people in our community is crazy.
Well, yeah, because who built this damn world?
It's
the soil of America got the Black man's blood in it. What the hell are they talking about?
Come on.
Damn.
The soil and the rivers.
We died building this country, so that's much bullshit.
On our blood and our souls in it. So it's like we ain't never was supposed to let that become a narrative, but we let it become a narrative through the media, the most powerful weapon in the world.
Yeah, and fear based, using fear, and see, they master plan didn't work. You got to realize, as we speak, it's like fulfilling a prophecy. We weren't supposed to be talking. We don't even supposed to be existing anymore. And they're like, damn, they're still here.
Well,
and we're gonna continue to be here.
So
why let you keep letting them put fear on you? They done did every damn thing under the sun to us.
That's what I said. Even they was talking about that Project 2025 shit. I said, man, that's some bullshit first and foremost. But I said, if they bring in 22, y'all think they finna come in and try to the other niggas again, man? Tell them bring it. I'm ready for whatever. Like, I'm not running from nothing. We not ducking from nothing. We don't give a fuck about that fake ass myth.
Niggas is too woke out here. Let that happen again, bro.
But even with that, right, the thing is, if you Black right now and you ain't got the mindset to ready to fight for what you want, then you need to know and understand that you happy with whatever position you in right now. because we ain't got given nothing. Our people took everything that we had. We forced them to give us the things we have. They didn't say, "Oh man, we want to be nice to y'all and end slavery." Fuck no. We fought for that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
pressed for that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because slavery, one thing was slavery was never once I studied the true history of slavery, it was never a smooth transition. We always fought, we burned down crops, we would destroy the tools. It was never a smooth transition. And I knew that because think of your nature.
Well,
and you're gonna sit up there and let somebody do what they think they want to do to us. Just think of your nature. It was some kind of way we was gonna find a way to sabotage the situation.
Remember that movie Django? How he was the only black person that's kind of stepped up to the white people. So that's true to some real shit.
Yeah,
they just let that happen to us. No, there was some black people there fighting for their lives, and so those are the ones that got killed the fastest, unfortunately. But yeah.
See, the thing that needs to be known and understood.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. I want to continue to listen, and I'm just going to say this. I often say on my channel, this is all about reclaiming our throne at the end of the day. So, my kings, much respect. I always support the black man. I say to the royal family.
I
appreciate that. True, for real.
Y'all go subscribe to that channel. Type your channel in the chat, True Royal, so I can put it on the screen.
Yeah, I like her, man. She's dope.
Type your channel up in here so I can put it on the screen up on the stream right now. I'm getting up over this cold a little bit, y'all, trying to get it together. We working, man. We ain't stopping. We ain't taking no days off. A little bit under the weather for sure, but we gonna figure this shit out. True Royal Family. Was that it? True Royal Family? I don't think that was her. True Royal Family.
That's J Bat.
I don't think that was her channel. Type your channel up in there. True Royal, so you can put that up. Yeah, man. I'm just letting it go through natural. I'm not taking no more cough syrup. That cough syrup, I tried to do that for a couple days, and I said, "Nah, this ain't good." We gonna figure it out, man. Just the weather change, I think, taking me down a little bit, but we all right, man. Got a cool, little simple schedule right now. I'm doing every day. Trying to get up in there and this True Royal Family. Is that her? True Royal Family? It's up top, y'all. That's the channel right there. Go subscribe to that and support that up. Nah, man, I've been really enjoying the football season. So that be my wind down before I go do these streams, man. So I went and watched a little bit of the game tonight before I came on the stream. I'll be looking forward to the football games. It's crazy because I'm gonna have to stop drinking every time I'm watching the football games because that ends up being 3 nights a week at least. So I really noticed that, and I thought about that one day. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm finna have to drink 4 nights this week straight because I knew I had to drink Thursday night, and then I was like, it was one Thursday, so I got to drink tonight because I'm going to watch the game. Then I thought about it Friday. I'm like, okay, damn, I got to drink Friday because it was an event going on, somebody party or something. Then Saturday, it was like, damn, I got to drink Saturday. Then the game is on Sunday. I ended up not popping out there Sunday, but I was like, damn, I would have been drinking 4 days straight. I said, nah, I'm gonna start chilling. I think Sunday, last night, I went out and I didn't drink. So Sunday I went out last night and I didn't drink nothing. And I think that if I go, I did drink one drink tonight. That wasn't really nothing, but I'm not drinking tomorrow. I'm not drinking Wednesday. I'll probably drink Thursday, not drinking Friday, not drinking Saturday, maybe Sunday. So we finna start drinking very minimal now. We cutting that shit out. I don't need to drink. And I don't buy alcohol for the crib either. Like, I only drink when I'm out. Yeah, we figuring it out, man. We figuring it out. Yeah, I don't buy alcohol in the crib. Like, I don't drink alcohol in the crib at all. That's one thing I don't buy at the crib. I don't keep bread at the crib. I don't keep rice at the crib. I don't keep cereal at the crib. None of that. I keep that away from the crib. So that way, if I do end up indulging in the shit, I'm only doing it while I'm out. I'm not bringing it back to the crib with me. Somebody said to Drake, yeah, we'll get into some other stuff real quick. Somebody said this Drake cease and desist. Is that confirmed, bro? I don't think that that's true.
Are you still beefing, bro?
No, they're not. But the media personalities like Maul and academics, they want you to think that this is still a thing going on. It's fucking over, bro. Like, the nigga lost, so fucking what, man? The only reason the conversation's still going on is because these niggas is on the headlines on their platforms talking about it. And these niggas got followings.
They still trying to milk some bread out of that.
It over, bro. I don't believe he sent Kendrick Lamar no cease and desist at all. But if he did, oh well.
Shit, nigga, that piece been happening since when? April? And we still talking about that shit in October?
Come on, ain't no new records dropped, nothing.
Niggas need to let that shit go, man. For real.
That nigga Kendrick Lamar already smoked it, already killed it. He finna perform at the Super Bowl, kill it some more, gonna fuck it up. Everybody gonna be happy as fuck because he lit, he turned up. It's gonna be live, just like the damn pop-out show, just like all his other shows. He finna get up there rapping, cutting up, dancing. I wonder when he gonna drop a new album though. That's what's gonna go up.
He ain't dropped the album, what, 7 years?
Nah, he dropped the album.
No. 2022, yeah.
2022.
I ain't really like that one like that.
Before that, it was what, 2017?
Yeah. 2017.
2017. Yeah. Nah, Kendrick finna whip. He gonna whip some ass this album, I think. I think he gonna drop a few of them bangers on there this time around.
Better bring it, cause.
But see, he got everybody ear now, so it's like he can hear position now. What this battle did for him, all he did was show niggas like, hey, bro, whether y'all like what I do on my album or not, y'all niggas know I can do it all. Just in case you forgot. Like, just in case niggas forgot. Just in case niggas forgot that I can do it all, I'll remind you how quickly I can do it all. Like, I will get on a club record, wreck that motherfucker with Like That. I will get on the hip-hop diss up-tempo record with a Euphoria, kill that motherfucker. I will get on my East Coast soulful hip-hop shit with 616. Then I can get on my demonic, let me torture you Eminem type shit with Meet the Grams. And then I can get on my hit record club bop dance shit for the West Coast with Not Like Us. That nigga really gave us every fucking type of like record in this battle, bro. That nigga did, all them records were different. All five. All five records were different. Nah, Kendrick ain't no Pusha T, man. Chill out, man. Knock it off. But yeah, man, I'm finna lay it down, man. Y'all stay up. Hit that like button on y'all way out. I most definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to my boy Cito for joining. Shout out to, Royal. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Royal Family channel. Go turn her up. Most definitely. Love that insight today. Shout out to my boy Cito. Shout out to Elijah Pippen for tuning in. Y'all turn it all the way up, man. Hit that like button, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, rest in peace, Mutombo, man. God bless anybody else we done lost as well. Most deaf. All right, man. Y'all stay up.
All right, bro.
All right.